Speaking of Smashy Bros, we got our next set coming up here. We got Starman facing off against Kantrip.
The
Greninja.
GOAT Kantrip, by the way.
GOAT.
I love
The
Kantrip
GOAT.
to death.
Literally the Bowser Jr.
And it's not up for debate.
No.
It is not up for debate even a little bit. Kantrip, one of the just like fine members of the community, right? One of the shining examples of you don't need to be a top player to be everybody's favorite person.
No.
You will have a
gotta
hard
play
time finding somebody that does not like Kantrip.
Smash Bros is definitely a game where, like, if you play the silly character, you're going to have so many fans regardless of your skill level.
Oh, yeah. However, Kantrip is playing Wendy, so he is no longer my friend.
I didn't even know Wendy was in this game, bro. Like, I'm going to be real. I think this is the first time I've casted Wendy. I've never casted a Wendy
I don't
before.
think I have either. I'm all about Iggy personally. I'm an Iggy guy.
I like a Ludwig.
Okay.
No, I like
I get it.
Ludwig.
You like Melee? That's cool.
Wait. No, I like Roy.
Oh, see, everybody, I loved picking Roy in Smash 4 because it was like, oh, Roy's back.
Roy's back.
And then they put Roy back in the game, and I was like, it's not funny anymore.
Yeah, Roy versus Roy. You don't know what's going on here. But
Nice sunglasses, though.
yeah, right? Honestly?
All right. Well, yeah, so we got Starman and Kantrip. Starman, like you mentioned before I was talking about Kantrip, bringing out the Greninja. So a couple of characters that are less often seen, both Smash 4 newcomers. But both characters that kind of have some latent potential. I mean, people really love gassing up Greninja.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's basically like budget Sheik, right? Like,
Yeah.
he's got a lot of... One of the strengths that he likes to go for is, like, his combo starter game, right? He gets a lot of combos off of, like, nairs, down tilt, dash attacks, anything that pops up the opponent in the air. But right now, Kantrip's just having a blast with these up Bs.
I do want to say, Greninja answers the question of what if Sheik was Fox? Because that's really all he is. He's Wet Fox. As Coney says, right?
Like a merger between the two characters.
Exactly, yeah. They've come together, we've done a fusion, and we got Greninja. And right now,
Science experiment
seems to be
gone
working
wrong.
out. Because that's exactly what we're talking about, right? Is that he kind of plays neutral in a similar way, right? Very hit and run, only has a couple of angles of attack, but those attacks that he has at those angles are really good and has a ton of great kill confirm setups.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Almost any percentage, too. Like, you have to obviously adapt to what the percentage is to fight, get the correct combo rep, but he can combo you at almost any percent because of that.
You know, unless you use down tilt. Like, if you hit it down tilt, you'll get a combo. Like, that's just chill.
He's-
But it's not a big move. You got to work for it.
Right now, Starman's having a heyday with these combos off stage. Kantrip hoping that they were going to be able to jump right afterwards. Is what happens with Bowser Jr. or Wendy, I guess, is when you go for that side beat, it hits a shield. You get the ability to jump off of that. You can confirm off of it. I did call it like that. So I call it by budget Sheik, right? This is budget spin dash.
Yes, it is, definitely. In some cases, it feels like it's even better. It's not, but sometimes it feels like it's just as good. Because this move, like, again, it covers that ground. It's very difficult to punish unless your opponent goes for something very committal. And much in the way that, like, we used to see in Smash 4, right? You can kind of just cancel it really quickly. You get a lot of movement variability. And the matter is, you know, what you're going to do with that move is really going to determine how the set goes. And right there, Starman on the other side says how you punish it also determines how the set goes. Punishing that high recovery, really good stuff.
Yeah, you're getting a big combo off of just a simple up tilt on top of that, right? Because one of the good strengths from Greninja is having that gigantic jump strength, right?
Huge.
Like almost Falco-esque.
I think it is the second highest right behind Falco. Yeah, I mean, he covers a lot of vertical distance really quickly. Right now, covering a lot of horizontal distance as well. That mix up with that side B, though, that Shadow Sneak coming in huge. I love the bounce off the cart.
Just being able to armor through that is very, very cool. Very neat trick coming out from Starman.
Ooh, okay, I like that turnaround, throwing that shuriken to the right so that he can set up for throwing out that lingering back air potentially for an edge guard. Doesn't even need it, though. We've seen that down tilt into any imagination of combos so many times with Starman, and right there into the kill confirm. You've always got to watch out for it when you're at ledge.
Yeah, dude, dash attack is such a strong tool on top of that, dude. Greninja, again, once more, going to get some big wins here from Starman, taking the first game 1-0. Now jumping into this next one with what we're going to be able to do here, potentially going for counter picks. I highly doubt it. Kantrip is the Bowser Jr., right?
Yeah, I mean, I think Kantrip could. I mean, I always associate him with Diddy Kong, right? But I think that's more just because of the Twitter handle and the hat and everything. But yeah, sticking it out with the Bowser Jr., with the Wendy. Of course, they're all the same characters, palette swaps. But going to Town and City for game number 2. So we'll limit a lot of that vertical Greninja kill power now just needs to be extra careful about being at the ledge for those kill confirms into the forwarders.
Yeah, of course. Just trying to like play it as safe as possible while trying to guarantee some of that damage. And right out the gate, you know, they're kind of just swinging at each other, evening up the percentages right out the gate, but they're playing very passive too.
Yeah, not being like super committal. I feel like you don't have to be with either of these characters. And we talked about how that cart, kind of a budget spin dash, although Starman's doing a really good job of locking it down with all those water shurikens. There's that confirm into the forwarder. Not close enough to the ledge to get that stock. Bowser Jr., a very heavy character. You know, that clown card adds a whole lot of weight. But, yeah, just still not able to get that confirm yet. We do see that hammer after that bailout, really strong. You have to respect that move.
Oh, yeah. Whenever the hammer comes out swinging, it's definitely like a force to be reckoned with, and I love that punish. Starman coming down, getting a big forward smash upon landing from Kantrip, recognizing there's going to be a little bit of a cooldown upon landing.
Dude, I'm really impressed with Starman, like this whole set. Like, he is really, his responsive game is really good. I love just the simple game plans that he's executing, which is, hey, I'm going to use my safe combo starters, the down tilt, the dash attack like you talked about, using the water shurikens to lock down the movement, which is normally the most annoying part about playing against Bowser Jr. And it really feels like Kantrip just hasn't been able to get much started. It's all just been kind of nickels and dimes.
Yeah, but we got another cross-up coming out, back air just to be able to cash out that first stock here. Still sitting at 73 damage. A little close to being able to get something set up very nicely for Starman. So one thing that Starman's been really good at doing is landing these nairs and converting them into some big damage or even kills.
Yeah, I think that maybe one of the things we've seen from Kantrip is a little bit too much willingness to kind of not run away from Greninja, right? Trying to predict those approach routes. Because if you get stuck in shield or if you're kind of just stagnant in one area, that's where Greninja's pressure gets really, really scary because his moves don't cover a ton of ground, but they're very safe when he is able to hit them near you. Very difficult to punish. And again, one of those confirms, getting that forwarder to finish out that stock. One away from Starman closing out this 2-0.
Almost saw like a headshot there potentially coming up from Starman. Going in with the parry and the counter to come right in, kicking and swinging. Kantrip couldn't go for a forward smash rush. We got that dash attack coming in one more time to pop you back up into the air.
Woo!
Things are starting to get become a slippery slope here for Kantrip, and I love that push. That was a straight hit because he didn't get the ship back.
Yeah. If he didn't get the cart back right there, I mean, that definitely could have been the KO, but extra weight, letting Kantrip hang on. We go to last stock, and honestly, Bowser Jr. is a character that has some explosive power, and that's the setup right there. If you see those up airs connect, could have been huge, but even with those huge ceilings here on Town and City, Starman gonna be able to take it with that up smash. Handshake?
Maybe it happened. Maybe there's a fist bump before.
Maybe before, yeah. Maybe like during the start.
It definitely happened.
Okay,
Yeah, we just got word. It was definitely a fist bump. Yeah, but regardless, like, I wasn't ready for it to end right there. Right, that
no,
smash,
so quick.
just not even a zoom in or cinematic or anything like that. It's kind of funny to like go back to Ultimate after like if you go take a trip down memory lane with like Smash 4 or Brawl or something where like there's no zoom ins and you come back and like, oh, I kind of missed the zoom-ins. They feel really good.
We traded it off for back in those games because the knockback was so much slower.
Yep.
It was like, oh, is it going to kill? Is it going to? Yeah, it did. And now instead of that, we have the splash to like show us that.
Yep.
And when it doesn't happen, it's just game.
Smash 4 is so weird now because like if you get a kill, it's like there's and then they explode. Yeah. In Ultimate, you get hit. It's like you're gone.
Yeah.
Just immediately, which is very satisfying. It was weird at first, but we definitely got used to it. Now I can't like imagine without it.
I still find it so funny when just like you don't get the kill screen, somebody gets blast zoned immediately, and you're like, all right, and landing that hit, oh, game. Like,
game.
Just